Okay, go.
For me, old age is kind of neat. Not having the energy to make as many mistakes. It helps me think I learned some shit, when really I'm just tired, still clueless. There's never been any wisdom to accumulate, unless wisdom and fatigue are the same thing. Well, maybe if tolerance is wisdom, or forgiveness and empathy, maybe an old person might know something and be decrepit at the same moment. It's hard to tell. I forget how funny I am because my inner dialogue is a marathon stand-up routine. A lot of repetition. So funniness seems to fade. Maybe everybody has that. It gets boring, even though it's still funny. Like the zucchini joke. It's absolutely funny, but you'd be lucky to get a smile out of it. We've all heard it so many times. The only time Upers lock their car doors is zucchini season. When that's not funny, we'll be like, never. Are we just fake animals or what? All we do is trash nature and make weaponry so we can be comfortable, or some such. I personally, my own self, like the idea that some space genes entered our predecessors a few million years ago, and we're trying semi-consciously to recreate the shithole that these genes came from. Then we'll be happy. Maybe I shouldn't have read the Mothman prophecies in my youth, like I did, because my buddy liked the book. Oh well. I've decided to get a few of my personalities together and have a lively roundtable discussion. The more the merrier. Strangers welcome. I'll set a loose agenda, and everyone will be cooperative and polite, because they know I'm in charge here. Of course I'll hire security, but that's just a formality, in case they actually show up and try to point out my hollow intentions, as if I want to acknowledge them. They don't give a shit. They'll just keep doing their thing, never asking me about nothing. Round table, yeah, right. If we could separate mentality from emotions, would we do it? Are we already doing it? Or only sometimes, and sometimes not? How would we know? And why would we want to separate them? Maybe we would like a tidier reality, so it would be easier to feel like one of the good guys or gals. Or is it just me again, freaking out because I can't figure anything out? What is it worth to love the world? Pocket change? Or more than all the money? It's at least worth being thankful and frantically helpless at the same time. Feeling awe at the world is to feel good and guilty. But no, we can just take a walk, being careful, and not feel guilty. Just love the world. That seems to soothe the helplessness right there.
Nice.
I think it would be a good idea to think about and talk about the carnage resultant of our transportation. I'll bet we'd be more careful. How could we not? But no, we have to go fast. That's number one. At most, we keep track of human carnage. What about snakes or birds? Or all of creation even? I don't think we're looking very smart. Let's not pretend we are.
Good one.
Of all biology, how are we not the bad guys? So, do we like ourselves? Just to see what we are is a good start for new selves, evolution, with less carnage. and more positive self-images. We are not our ancestors. We use more resources than they did, even though we're more aware of our impact. If they make it, we'll buy it. Once again, I've been called upon by my humble self to represent an idea concerning the return of wolves to the UP and the discomfort that it appears to foster in some people, a lot of people. Sometimes wolves eat domestic critters. People don't like that, even if it was someone else's critter. It's not right. Our human supremacy is offended. So, my brilliant idea is that if a wolf damages someone's property and they kill the wolf, they have to eat it. Does that sound reasonable?
You're such a thinker, Jack.
For a few seconds, I felt a profound truth. It seemed like an awareness. Like I wasn't just tricking myself again. Real progress. The link between science and spirituality. A simple acknowledgement of coincidence. That's it. So simple. But now it seems like, no, that's too easy. Okay, never mind. I'm glad I'm not a speck of dust hurtling through space at unimaginable speed. That would be scary. But if there were birds there, it might be kind of neat. We could watch them, so that would be something.
Too bad we don't have Graham's guitar going in the background.
It adds so much to it.
I know.
Rivers have been commas in my life, and many of my friends' lives too. Maybe everybody's lives, when you think about it. But I'm talking about being intimate with them, riding them, as opposed to just loving them, which is enough to sustain anyone. I'm talking about being piggy and barging in on the world's blood with a lot of trees in the way, and more trees not in the way. The trees. Even though rivers are the best metaphor for life ever, they're so much more than that. They are the real world. I'd like to make sense of the ignorance that I'm experiencing in regard to my existence. Not that I expect much. An inkling here, an inkling there, or even just one inkling. Not just part of an inkling, an entire one. Complete and durable. Fits in my pocket. Maybe I should get a device. It's no wonder that we put so much faith in faith. It's unassailable. And we don't have many options if we want to have faith in something. So there I go. If I want, I could have faith in faith and not even feel guilty about it, like I'm faking it. So I don't have to think about it anymore, because I know where to put my faith. Now on to the next chore. Mental illness liberates us from convention, us mentally ill people. We can examine accepted truths and get some good laughs simultaneously. We're not trying to make anyone nervous. We're just nuts, okay? We're overwhelmed by our ignorance, uncomfortable, not knowing what to do beyond existing. What's the right way? There's billions of right ways, but what's my right way? Now that I think about it, looking at birds and trees seems pretty right. Makes me feel good anyways, so that's something. But what about blind people? Blind and deaf people? What about trees?
So we're approaching 10 minutes.
Almost done?
Almost at 10
One more.
minutes. Yeah.
When science tells me that I'm really made of a lot of other critters that aren't actually me, it's kind of a bummer at first, for me anyways. Like I can hear them all complaining about some of my lifestyle choices, threatening to shut me down, slandering my ancestry. Maybe I'm just paranoid. That would be nice. Maybe all my roommates are happy, content even. They like me. Even if they're a fungus or bacteria, they can empathize with me. We're buddies.
So, thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
And thanks to Josh for the
Oh,
idea.
yeah, Josh.
Yeah.
That's why we did it.
Any parting words for the...
Hi, Josh.
Okay.
Hope you're getting by.